A 12-year-old girl says 3 male classmates held her down and cut off her dreadlocks during recess. The incident reportedly took place Monday at the Emmanuel Christian School in Annandale, Virginia, when one teacher was supervising at least 35th and 6th graders during recess. Amari Allen says 3 boys jumped her and cut her dreadlock.
And they kept calling me names like ugly and I shouldn't have been born.
Her family says the alleged attacker said Allen's hair was ugly and nappy and told her she didn't deserve to be at the school. Allen's family also called the police, who say they are investigating, but the girl's family wants the school to also take action. The school said in a statement to Chasing News, in part, we are deeply disturbed by the allegations being made and are in communication with the young lady and her family to gather information and provide whatever support we can. All right, let's bring back tonight's panel. We're joined by Lisa Durden, social commentator, and Matt Rooney, attorney and editor of the Save Jersey blog. This sounds like a really outlandish story. A part of me is skeptical, thinking, how would something like that happen at recess with 5th graders with a teacher around?
And then you have multiple layers of the problem, right? Like if it happened, that's one problem. If the teacher was there and didn't intervene, that's another problem. I think one of the saddest things, if this did happen, is look how kids are learning to deal with one another, interact with one another.
That's the first time
you
we
look
agree.
at, you look at
Absolutely.
television, you look at our current dialogue, it's about to get worse with impeachment. Where are their role models?
Black women talk about the lack of acceptance with our hair. There was a law that had to be passed in California just a month or 2 ago, just to give us the right by law to wear our natural hair. That should tell you something. So the person, if it's true, the kid that called the person's hair nappy, my hair is nappy, but it's not ugly, is the issue.
Serious question, is nappy a negative word? Is that like the N-word if you're referring to hair?
Listen, I'm happy to be nappy. Oh!
Okay.
I'm cute, but is nappy ugly is the issue. So do kids in between classes get a chance to cut someone's locks off and teachers don't see it? Absolutely.
Matt, as an attorney, if you're, we don't know who the kids are, they're 12 years old, they're not identified. This does seem to be a very far-fetched thing for me. The cynic in me always questions that, kids generally don't treat each other like that. If it happened, what's the liability of the school? If it didn't happen, what's the liability of the parents of this young girl?
Oh, there's liability across the board if it indeed happened. But I think the thing that's so darn sad about it is, again, we're not talking about adults on the street doing this, in which case this would clearly be assault. Right. All right? We're talking about 12-year-olds. Whether or not a police involvement's actually going to put this train back on the tracks at this school, whatever's going wrong, I'm dubious to it.
It's worthy of an investigation for sure.
Absolutely. Agree with that. All right. Thank you, guys.